Hello everyone, this is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Friday night NBA action. We're going to be covering 3 games from the association. Definitely check them out at SBRvideo.com. First one we're going to look at is the Toronto Raptors hosting the Indiana Pacers at the Air Canada Center north of the border. Pacers sitting as 2-point road favorites, while the total is anywhere between 186 and 187. Check any further odds movement by going to SBRodds.com. When you look at the Pacers, they had their 5-game win streak snapped. Last time out, they dropped a 99-91 decision to the Los Angeles Clippers as 1.5-point home favorites last night. Of course, when you're handicapping that particular affair and looking at the box score, you'll notice that center Roy Hibbert did not participate in that game. He is serving a 1-game suspension from an altercation that happened on Tuesday against the Golden State Warriors. They are a much better defensive team with him in the lineup, obviously. Not many 7-footers in the league that play with the type of intensity that Hibbert does on the defensive end. 12-16 on the road this year, the Pacers. Definitely a different team when you take this team away from Bankers Life Fieldhouse. 8-9 versus Eastern Conference opponents when playing away from Indianapolis. But they are 7-1 straight up and against the spread as road favorites of 6 points or less, with the under going 5-3 in that situation. They have dropped 2 in a row in this series for the first time since 2007. And really the thing that I circled and kind of kept me away from betting the side in this game, all 3 meetings this year between these 2 Eastern Conference foes have been determined by a last-second shot. So I'm not exactly interested in laying points of 2 points or taking 2 points with that type of trend in this series this year. 1.5-point road favorites the Pacers were the first time these teams met. That was the season opener for both at the same facility. Ended up being a 90-88 victory for the Pacers, that one going under the total of 190. When you look at the Raptors, they have dropped 3 of 4 games. They're going to be looking to bounce back from a 103-92 setback to the Cleveland Cavaliers as 4.5-point road favorites. Not exactly sure why they were laying that many points, even with Kyrie Irving, the star point guard of Cleveland. He was not in that game. But the Raptors, they shouldn't be laying that many points against anybody, but they have been playing pretty well at home. And they are coming off their first winning month since January 2010. They went 7-5 in the month of February. Of course, we're in the first day of March here. 5 of those wins coming against teams versus winning records, and they really did it on the defensive end. They ranked 5th in the NBA in the month of February, allowing 93.5 points per game, and they're going to be facing the team that finished 2nd in that particular category by allowing 88.2 points during the month of February. And of course, the Indiana Pacers lead the Eastern Conference in scoring defense. Rudy Gay has really done well on the offensive end, and surprisingly enough, this team's improved on the defensive end since acquiring him from the Memphis Grizzlies, averaging 20.4 points and 6.8 rebounds. I'm going to go with the total here, and I'm going to go with this one going under the total. 6-2, the under in the Raptors home games with a spread with a total of 185 to 189.5. I think this needs to be further adjusted. I think the total should be about 185.5 in this game, so we're getting about 2 points of value. My pick, under 187 in Friday night's game featuring the Indiana Pacers and Toronto Raptors. For any further information on this game or any other on an action-packed NBA board, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Jeff Grant Sports. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com.